Everybody got that? Good. Hello, sweethearts, and welcome to Let's Play Castlevania Dracula X. It's very bloody, it's very scary, and it's on the Super Nintendo. It is an adaptation, kind of, sort of the PC Engine classic, Castlevania Rondo of Blood. And for the purposes of all this, we are going to pretend from now on that Rondo of Blood does not exist, and enjoy this game on its own merits. So, let's begin here, shall we? I think we shall. Everything is on fire and swirling in Mode 7, and this is Richter Belmont, everyone's favorite vampire hunter in blue. He's got whips, he's got knives, he's got jumping ability similar to the NES Castlevania games, and best of all, he's got a sweet-ass goddamn fucking backflip. Holy shit, this man has the moves. He's pretty cool as far as Belmonts go. I mean, he's a little more mobile than the original Simon with the backflip, but at the same time, he's not as mobile as Simon in Super Castlevania 4, and that, people bitch about that a lot. Oh, it doesn't have the 8-direction whipping and all that shit. Well, who cares? You can still go back to Castlevania 1 and play it. Just because this game doesn't have it don't mean it sucks. I mean, it's hard, like the old games, but it's fine. And you'll see, pretty soon, how it stacks the deck against you. But level 1 is okay, and I just love that backflip, I'm sorry. Level 1's just fine, really. But it does show in this screen where things are going already. I mean, we're on the 3rd screen of the game, and we've already got Medusa heads and bone pillars, who didn't even show up until, like, level 2 or 3 of the original game. I think Medusa heads were in level 1 of Castlevania 3, so I'm kind of full of shit here, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, never mind, but yeah, they're already throwing the tough stuff at you. Just introducing you to the enemies themselves in a relatively stress-free environment before they throw the real shit at you. And here's some real shit. We got a big behemoth chasing after you. Just gun it past the beautifully rendered fire. What is that even? Is that Mode 7? I don't think fire wobbles like that. Look at it. I guess it's supposed to be like hazy. Is this a goddamn gas fire? It's the Middle Ages. Jesus. But whatever. This guy, he's done. Bye. And we're already down level 1. The other fire's blue? What? I don't understand it all, but we got some floor meat, and we are ready to fight the first boss. A Panther Cerberus thing. Yeah, it's not hard. Jump over his fire. Don't let yourself get hit, though. He can kind of jump into you, but if you jump over the fire, you're usually fine. I took the cross here so I can get a little distance on him. Maybe drop the cross on his head as it turns so it does a little extra damage. Yeah, that's the good shit right there. Look at it. It ain't that hard. Unless you decide to fuck around and backflip. Then you're probably gonna get killed by him. But he's done. Okay, great. Get a couple extra huts, and we're gonna grab the orb and beat the level. Yeah. That's your password, by the way. It's kind of blocked by the stuff telling you stuff, but who gives a shit? On to level 2. Alright, this shit is for the birds. This is what stopped me the first time I tried to play Castlevania Dracula X, but you just gotta know how to go about it. Okay, so you got fishmen rocketing up from the depths below to knock you on. For release platforming, it's very scary. But it doesn't really get hard until this part. Bridge is collapsing, you gotta move quick, and there's fishmen every fucking where coming on all sides to knock you back and kill you. I hope to God you got the cross. That part's kinda hard, but It's probably the hardest part of the level, maybe second hardest. We'll see. This level's kind of tame overall. I mean, we're just getting used to the whole thing. And we got bats. It's great. Bats are little bastards. And this fella thinks he's some sort of undead monkey in 1981. Well, no. Nothing like that. No. You gotta love that remix of Vampire Killer, though. It's good. It's good. I do not want the knife. No, thank you. Yeah, so some items then. Ah, there's an axe armor. It didn't show up until, like, level 5 of Castlevania 1. And here he is in level fucking 2. It takes, like, 7 hits. And you gotta do 2 or 3 to knock out their shield to be able to actually hit them with sub-weapons. But it's fine. We're gonna see a lot more of him later, but... Here comes my least favorite enemy in the goddamn game! Not that guy. You guys, okay. Spear Knights. Ooh, they suck. They've got a hell of a range. They've got deadly attacks. And I've got an item crash. You hit the button and you, do a thing. I don't know if the heart counter's showing up, because it likes to flicker a lot in gameplay. I don't know if it's showing up with the frames, but I've got a lot of hearts. So, just keep that in mind. You've been seeing that I've been getting hearts. I uncrashed the living shit out of all these Spear Knights, because, like I said, they've got a hell of a reach, and they've got an attack that they slice at you and they do a shitload of damage, and the ones up top, they stab down at you, and multiple times you'll find yourself having to zigzag and dodge the guys stabbing down at you and then coming back up. It's horse shit, but we're on the last screen. That's good. It's very good. This fella, he's kind of nasty. And he hit me, but that's okay. Now be careful here. Your first instinct is to whip this eyeball guy, but don't do that, because if you whip that eyeball guy, you break open the wall and you get some floor meat. And I don't want floor meat yet, not until I can be sure I can kill these guys and not get hit by them, but okay. Now this boss is kind of annoying. It's a giant bat, okay, it's nice. And he splits into these little bats. To avoid this, you, well, you can fuck up like that and get multiple hits. That's bad. You're supposed to backflip like that. It's good. But yeah, if you get caught in the corner by this thing, he's just gonna rack up hits on you. He's just gonna go, dead. Which, bites. I decided to avoid it there by doing an item crash, because, frankly, fuck him. Didn't exactly avoid those hits, but it's kind of hard to avoid hits in this game. Richter ain't exactly the most mobile, and the backflip is kind of tricky to do, but he's done. One last fuck you move of a bat spread shot, and that is that for the bat. Nice pose. So we're 2 levels into the game. It's not bad so far, but it's gonna get worse. Trust me, it's gonna get so much worse. It hasn't shown its fangs yet. But it will. Oh god, it will. Until then, pray for Mojo.